What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last time, we were sort of witness to the crime scene for the current case. Dr. Gray has been murdered during his seance with Maya. Maya took the form of the nurse who died in an accident a year prior, and the nurse, seemingly, killed Dr. Gray by first stabbing him and then shooting him a total of 3 times, I believe. With the victim dead and Maya not having any recollection, she's presumed the killer in the case, and now we're gonna have to defend her again. In this episode, we have ourselves a Magatama that we need to show to Pearl. Pearl is pretty much the only way that we can really help Maya at this point, since there's not really a whole lot we can do with the crime scene itself. So, without anything else, I guess we could head on over to the law offices and see what happens there. Feels like I've been gone forever. It's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right! Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is. Right on the top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Okay, newspaper clipping. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Right, so from what we understand, it was the nurse basically accusing Gray of killing her, and then she, using Maya's body, essentially just took revenge. Though, the knife I could see might be in the room as like some sort of ceremonial knife. The gun is still the thing that I'm wondering where the hell that came from. Okay, well, it's basically evidence, so we're gonna need that in the upcoming trial, where no doubt we're gonna have to go against Edgeworth, of all people. In the meantime, let's try to find Pearl. I have to save Maya, no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Okay, not really a whole lot we can do, so I guess to the meditation room. The meditation room nurtures all mediums, young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Yeah, you think? We can head to the channeling chamber, see if there's any clues we can go at the crime scene now that Gumshoe is presumably gone? Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance to thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh! Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue, and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir! She's one scary lady. No, dear. Sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. Oh, okay, can we at least examine the crime scene, like the pool of blood right here? This is where the medium sits, I presume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The medium? That's where the blood is, though. Then again, from what we saw of the picture, It was where Gray was. There are 4 panels on this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity or the air. In the air. Or, you know, the blood. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Okay. I don't think there's really anything we can do with this. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. They can't seem to read it. Oh! This is new. This is... It's a hole. Could this have been made by a bullet? Interesting. About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Interesting. I kind of thought that maybe it's just the way that it's presented here, but it does look like there is kind of like a back section this way. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. Well, no one's hiding back there. And that's how I'm assuming Gray was shot. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. Interesting that Morgan isn't admonishing us, but whatever. Let's go ahead and talk to her. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me. So I killed him. Maya? Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first, I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. Weren't this kind of testimonies even admissible in a court of law? DL6 was kind of wonky with that, so maybe? By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes, when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and herself steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? Inexperienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I am grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be... that folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... oh, the humanity. For her to be worrying about a folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. Okay, but there's a bullet hole in it. So, how's Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different! Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. I'm a little surprised we didn't get an opportunity to actually show her the bullet hole. Well, anyway, now that we've at least taken a look at that and gotten a clue, we can at the very least see if we can't try to find Pearl. And maybe examine the urn that's so very clearly been broken. Well, Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Okay, what about the broken urn? Broken urn isn't useful! Cool, nothing's useful here. Side room then. Oh, hey! Like, you're that guy from yesterday? The, dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith Esquire? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong! My name is Wright! Smith, Wright? Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? I thought she was talking there. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and... you told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy, too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. Nah, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lotta ever wanted another genuine, mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. Alright, Steeny Meeny. Is there a Mighty Mo that's also part of this case? So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose. This village is the real thing, after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. She sure seems like a carefree type, at least, on the surface. Okay, so she's just staying here after a murder. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. With a Valley Girl accent like that, chances are that you are right. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too? That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like, a long time ago, I was, like, a patient, yeah. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Okay, so we gotta present something. Probably the clipping? Because she did say a long time ago, but... like, I'm really sorry, but... And I know, like, you totally had your heart set on it, but I can't, like, take it.
Who said anything about giving this to you? Okay, well that didn't do anything. Magatama?
Wow, it's a Magatama! Aw, you shouldn't have.
It's so totally not for you.
Hey, like, it's not nice to freak me out like that.
That should be my line. Can we show her the picture of Dr. Gray now? What do you know about this person?
I'm like, sorry, but it's totally like time for my nap.
She even got me yawning!
And I like totally don't care about that person anyway.
Okay, cool. That's not gonna help us at all. Maya? I wanted to ask you about this girl.
Oh, that's like Maya Fey. She's like the master's daughter.
You surprised me. You knew that?
Well, like, I totally know everyone related to the occult. Maya is like an idol among spirit mediums.
Maya, an idol? I guess stranger things have happened. Okay, cool. That didn't result in anything. How about Morgan?
That's Morgan Fey. Like, she's been totally helpful.
Did she just bow to the picture?
So what about her?
Oh, nothing in particular. I just wanted to know what you knew about her.
Well, she's like a really good person.
I see.
Like, totally.
Okay, this is going nowhere. How about Pearl? She knows nothing about Pearl. Okay. Lotta? Knows nothing about Lotta. Gumshoe. Nothing about Gumshoe. Herself!
This face. Like, I think I've seen it somewhere before.
What? You're joking, right?
Like, of course I am, silly.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, the folding screen, perhaps? Now... I don't think there's really anything I can do. Yeah, nothing here. Unless I got a new option, which I didn't. Okay, so this is not helping me. Oh, well, okay. Didn't help me at all, so I'm glad something else happened. Pearl! You surprised me! And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Okay, well, both of these caused her to run off. So before we do any of that, let's show her the Magatama, and maybe she'll finally talk to us. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now! If Morgan sees like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling!
That's Mystic Maya's!
Huh? She actually spoke.
Who are you?
I'm Phoenix Wright. I, worked with Maya.
You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right?
Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from.
I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone.
What?
So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right?
Well, yeah, I will.
Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes, it must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Oh, what a wonderful relationship.
Wait. I mean, things aren't like...
I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Okay, cool. Now we're good with Pearl now. Good. Pearl, are you friends with Maya?
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so... revered.
Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did she get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I studied the Crane technique.
Oh, I get... No. I'm a lawyer. A lawyer.
Lawyer?
Yep.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
I did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. I mean, that makes sense. If all she's been is sheltered within Kurain, then yeah, she would only know what's in the immediate vicinity and whatever Maya or Morgan or anyone else says. Which is weird because all the other people go, well, I guess if Morgan's kind of being super controlling and sheltering her, then aside from Maya, no one else is gonna give her any information, so I guess that tracks. So, what's that you've got there, Pearl?
Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you.
Oh, hell yes. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me.
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Cool! We got the key to the meditation room, or the channeling chamber, I forget which is which. Old steel key. A green jewel is at the center of the key's grip.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this! All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy?
Please take this. I'm sure it'll be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I'd like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret.
Interesting. For someone hiding a secret, huh? Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No! How old do you think I am? Okay, present the charged Magatama?
Wow, it's a Magatama. Aw, you shouldn't have.
It's so totally not for you.
Hey, like, it's not nice to freak me out like that.
That should be my line. Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay, cool. We actually have a new option here. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I, like, totally don't know him.
Whoa. Whoa! What is happening? What is that?
Huh? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Huh? What?
This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these Cyclocks, Mr. Nick.
Cyclocks? Huh.
The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you'll see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how? Do I get to play a minigame?
Please use the Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. And let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. And if you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Well, gotta start somewhere. Let's give this Cyclock thing a try. There's a lock thing here now. Okay. I'm gonna have to play a timed minigame. Is this Danganronpa before Danganronpa? I'm gonna ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray?
I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach.
This girl's hiding something. I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Okay, so first, present Magatama. The victim. Oh goodness! Oh goodness! This... I thought this would just be for the trials! We'd have the bar for interrogations now? That isn't in the courtroom? What the hell? Eeny meeny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is.
I told you. Like, how many times do I, have to repeat myself? If you're, so totally sure, then where's, your proof?
Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him.
What do you mean, indirectly?
Try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Eeny and Dr. Gray. Well, it's only one thing that goes down. I mean, the best thing I can think of would be the newspaper clipping. Switch on parapsychology. I mean, it's either that or Dr. Gray, because he was the one that actually mentioned about a student. Then again, it is only one little piece of the bar. Let's try the newspaper clipping. If that doesn't work, I'll try Dr. Gray's portrait itself. Here's your proof.
What is that?
Ouch. I guess it doesn't have anything to do with it, huh? Pearls did warn me. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. If you don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. You should take another look at the court record and think it through one more time. Okay. Okay, so indirectly known. Yeah, the map isn't gonna be helpful. Not the newspaper clipping, that's just evidence. Let's try Dr. Gray himself, since he was the one that actually told us about the student. If not, then we are going to have to stop and look for proof. Yeah, this isn't working. I think I'm gonna have to back out. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay, is there anything that we can do while we're here? Left the blanket a mess. Are you gonna fold it?
I had a really good nap, and, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight.
Okay, cool. Huh, now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. Mostly empty. A few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. I don't think costumes is the best word for that. Okay. Do we have any other evidence that we can get? Maybe around here? No? Okay. Cool. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're gonna be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Gumshoe? No! Detective Gumshoe? What are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Okay, well, maybe we can get through the... If we can at the very least break through that lock, I think that we might be good to call it a day. We'll try to get through Gumshoe. Hopefully we'll get the evidence we'll need. I mean, if not, then we'll end the day here, but so we'll see. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. You've got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. Of course she is. You must be talking about Lada. Actually, speaking of Lada, I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Lada's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? Okay, but again, where did the gun come from? About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching through his pockets. And boy are those big. Looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Okay, well I can show it to Gumshoe, but before that... About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got two pieces of news for you, pal. Two? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is... Prosecutor Von Karma? Isn't he in jail? What? Von Karma? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspired veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. The dude had a kid? Successor? I'm sorry, Von Karma had a kid? Cause Prosecutor Von Karma, as a successor, that's descendant. So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13. and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Huh. Kid, huh? Wait a second! 13?! The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13?! I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no, the kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Ugh. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix! None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Okay, I think it might be... Let's go ahead and show the newspaper clipping, and then we're gonna call it a day. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey! It's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit! 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Okay. Mimi Minnie, nurse at Gray's Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Oh! Oh, the nurse was her sister! Okay, cool! Not cool, that is rather tragic. Also establishes a motive. Okay, well, I did say that I would want to just end it right there, but this seems way too good to just not just do this now. Take that! Okay. Indirectly known. The nurse that died in the car accident was related to you in some way. Take that! Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Minnie. Minnie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Minnie wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister. Was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray Surgical Clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Oh, sweet, I got my stuff back. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Minnie. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. One where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff.
and that pushed her to her death.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told you my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psych lock works.
Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to.
Lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying.
Okay. So, that is actually interesting. Sometimes I'll be presented with a lock, and I may not have the clues with me, which means I may need to go and investigate elsewhere to get the proof I need. It's probably not going to be as simple as just the next place over gives me everything. This is just more of a tutorial. Still, I think we got a lot of good evidence today, and we got a lot of information concerning a lot of the major players here. As well as getting, like I said, a lot of good pieces of evidence. Plus the portrait for the deceased, which can also be used as evidence. So with that, we're gonna call it a day here. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. We're gonna keep on looking around and see if we can't try to gather any more evidence. It is fascinating to me that Edgeworth isn't the prosecutor in this case, and apparently it's Von Karma's successor. So, yeah, cool. Cool. That's gonna be rough. But at any rate, we still have more evidence to find, so we'll look around, see if we can't try to talk to some more people. Maybe Gumshoe will be elsewhere. Maybe Morgan will be back. I don't know. But we'll go ahead and look around and see if we can't try to gather a little bit more evidence for the trial. So, until next time, everyone, take care.